All right, guys, we're here with another episode of Shop Talk with a friend of mine, Rob McGregor, No Limit Engineering. We're on the outside of Knoxville,
Dandridge, Tennessee.
And we're gonna let him talk. Give us a little tour of the shop, Rob.
All right, well, this is our shop. And like I said, we moved about 5 years ago from Southern California to Dandridge. And we have a much bigger shop than we used to have, so we got a lot of overflow. So this is my old 46 Ford. I've had that forever. No, it's not for sale. You know, this is like the dog that you can't get rid of. You know, so I just hope she lives forever.
And then who's this frame right here, Rob?
So this is one of our Big 10 chassis, and this is 56 Chevy pickup. And these are monsters. These are the best riding and handling chassis we've ever built, but honestly they scare people, so we don't build very many of them. They're so unusual looking, people get freaked out.
Is it because of the rear suspension, like a cantilever system?
The suspension bothers them, the width bothers them, the height bothers them. They can't get their head that when you put a body on this, it all disappears. But they are pretty awesome, you know.
I know a guy who owns tricky air bed shocks, so I would expose that. I'm just saying.
That's how, and then you would show it off, and it would be even cooler, right?
We got a deal to work out later. I got to supply him with tricky air bed shocks just for that. So selfish plug. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little circuit around the shop, and we're gonna take what the stations are.
So behind you is Goldie. I've been replacing that. This is the replacement for my old JT truck that I sold to a dude in Nashville. So if you see it in a music video soon, don't be shocked. But anyway, this became much fancier and nicer than I had originally planned. So of course it's taken me a little longer. That's life.
Nice looking truck. You said it's going to be in a music video?
Well, the guy that I sold my little JT green truck to is in the business.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's up in Nashville in that game, so.
Okay.
You know, and that's what he was, oh, this would be great for the artist to look at.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Most of us grew up in the 90s, so those videos, like, what's the girl who danced on top of the Jaguar?
Oh, is that God, I can't remember her name. Yeah.
But she's in your mind.
Oh, yeah, you know that one.
Yeah. Okay, and then he was working on a Camaro for a young lady. I'm sorry, a Trans Am, sorry.
The Firebird belongs to a gal named Valerie. She's a USCA competitor. She really was so hard on that car last couple of years that it's literally just falling apart. So she's from Phoenix, and the car was up in Pennsylvania at the UMI event, and we were the only ones that could get it. She wants to go to LS Fest next weekend.
Nice. So she'll be with us at LS Fest Racing. Okay, here we go. Here's another. Obviously, what they do there is they assemble frames, different colors. Tell us about your options with your frames.
You can get from a very basic frame to full option and powder coat and big brakes and things like that. This is a Tri-5 Chevy, 55, 6.7 Chevy car. Torque arm rear suspension, it's our wide ride in the front. This one's powder coated. It's getting all fuel plumbing, EFI fuel tank. So this is pretty much ready to drop an LS into and go full rock and roll when you're ready to go. You know, you can look in the back, and we got a bunch more chassis that are stacked up. And chassis take up a lot of room, but they're not our biggest business. Really, components, either front suspension components, rear suspension components, brake system. We do a lot more of that. But they don't take up as much shop room. So if you build chassis, you need a lot of room.
Yeah. So this is for us, this is Santa Claus's workshop for chassis, and this is before they go on the sleigh. So someone here's getting an airbag set up on this one, right?
Yeah, so this one, let's see, this is 53 Ford pickup. I'll scan around. This is a 53 Chevy pickup, raised rail, airbag. There's an F1 Ford over there and a Radical underneath it. It's crazy, it's stacked on top. Radical Tri-5 Chevy gasser. This is a 52 Ford with a Coyote and 6-speed. And this guy's coming with his tires tomorrow Saturday to pick their
You got any spindles in stock?
Just a few.
Just a few, okay.
Just a few. We don't want to run out. F1 and F100 here. These are getting ready to go to powder.
These have been assembled and blown apart just to go to powder.
Yeah, everything gets raw assembled once, whether it's going to the customer or powder. So if it's going to powder, it's already been assembled once. We know everything fits great. Blow it all apart, go to powder, come back, and then Ralph puts them back together the last time.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Ralph? Ralph, look at that. Look at that face. Only a face a mother can love, right?
There you go.
But that's the man putting together freshly powder coated parts for No Limit.
Arnie got to see these. They came out of the grind house just a little while ago. This is our very first set of frame rails for early Bronco. They came out awesome, and we're excited about this project. We've got some radical Bronco stuff coming
So
out.
we found out there's a special grinding room when you're punished here, but here's the deal: that kid's gonna stay punished because I told him if he's got an extra set, I would hang him up on my house because that looks like a work of art.
So here's these are front suspensions. They're ready to go. This is one version. These parts over here, another version front suspension. That's our housing fixture for some of the housings we do. We start with all Mosier housings. We do Curry's, Mosier's, John, Dutchman. Just depends what people want, you know.
Awesome. I like how you come to a shop and there is stuff on deck ready to go. So that makes ordering your stuff, you know, it's ready to be made, ready to go powder coat, and you see it assembled right here, you know. So we were talking about how he assembles the frames, how they're in 3 different sections, and how there's basically the front, the middle, and the rear, and that's part of the mythology here at No Limit, is how that frame gets put together.
So, and we want to work ahead so the stuff is done. Except for chassis, we try to ship everything in 48 hours for the order.
Wow. Wow.
So,
all right, can we show this car or no? Because it's not facing.
you can show it
We're
because
gonna
most
do
people can't understand it.
Okay. So, you know when guys who got money have requirements? Well, that guy walked inside this shop, and here's the requirement. Look at this.
So while you're looking, I'll tell you, this is for a buddy of mine, Keith Corrigan, and this is replacing the Velocity Camaro. And there's things like blade sway bars going into it, and the shock front rocker arms that are accessible under the hood. The transmission will be divorced from the back. No one's ever seen a bell housing look kind of like that before.
Say that word again. It'll be divorced.
Divorced. And actually, if you spend too much money on your race car, that happens.
That's a race car term right there.
Quick change and IRS, which hasn't been seen too many times. I don't know too many people have attempted this deal, and a lot of this is still in the mock-up half build stage, and it's kind of dirty right now, but trust me, it's going to be freaking awesome. So this is a pre-production area. These are all tanks for 47 to 54 Chevy pickup. Our hot rod aluminum welders back here putting them together, and these will be all racked up on the shelf tomorrow. But that way, they're pressure tested. The fuel sending unit rings are in them, inlets and outlets are in them. We have 3 different choices on these tanks for fillers, how you want to fill it. So if a guy orders one of these, it's typically that day, it gets pulled, it comes back, you get the filler put in it, ships the next day.
Nice. So just in case you didn't know, and we'll put all the information for No Limit, but you don't have to buy a whole entire full frame. You can buy a gas tank here.
You can buy a front suspension or rear suspension or a sway bar or whatever, shock mounting kit.
Yeah. And then he loves spending hours on the phone telling people how to make stuff work.
Don't say that. A lot of what we do is about reducing phone calls. So if we can make the hardware kits complete and the instructions good and the parts fit really good and eliminate phone calls, it's better for you, it's better for us.
Understood.
So now what we need to do is talk about this thing you got going on.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Because that's really what is more important right
That's more important. So all of this you just saw is to get money for tires and race car parts to go racing against each other. I met Rob. Let me do better. I didn't meet Rob. I was under. What? Tell me. Give me a word. Drawn to. Okay. So when I saw Hellboy, all the rules went out the window, and it was. And I'm a truck guy, so to see a truck guy kick the butt of a Lamborghini or something else, I was interested. So I saw his first F100, the silver one that he did. Then Hellboy was done, and No Limit was embedded in my mind. Anyways, so competition. I would see him at the Good Guys show, see him at other shows, and we got to race against each other at the C10 Nationals. I was the guy way behind him in the OBS. But you know,
that's okay. Everybody's racing at their pace.
So, but he loves to share information. He told me last time, you know, hey, a couple of turns out of the steering link, and you may get that OBS to turn a little bit more. Of course, I haven't done it yet, but I lowered it, so I think it automatically. So I got to do it. But anyways, what he's talking about is next year, 2020, is the Pro Touring Truck Shootout, which he's coming to. Hellboy is in the Pro Outlaw class. That's the big dog. That's the big dog class. But here's the deal. And if I'm right, you're still putting up the purse. We're going to divvy it up how it's going to happen. But come get Rob's money if you think you can.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. So, what do you?
With that one, I gotta rag on a few people. Okay. Now, me and Jason Brady were racing this weekend in Pennsylvania, and I'll be honest, he clipped me by about 0.4 of a second each day. So, and people would think I was pissed off about that. I'm actually proud of him. Okay. He's
Awesome.
the only guy that's worked hard enough, long enough to come and race with me and be side by side and beat me every now and then. I don't really want him to beat me all the time. Okay, don't everybody think that.
It's not good for business.
It's not good for,
it's not good for business.
But it does, you know, not having anybody up at that caliber, I get lazy, right?
Complacent.
And I get complacent.
Yeah.
So now Brady and Trent have put the work in and they've made it happen, and they're there, man. They threaten Corvettes and beat them up just like I do, and that's awesome.
It is. Whenever.
So for the rest of you, and I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be somebody sharp in the pro class next year. You got some guys that are gonna show up that a lot of you guys haven't heard of. Like there's old Tyler Gibson in the Scout. Now that guy's raced on slicks before, so he comes in the pro class to put his slicks on. He'll be a force to be reckoned with, and he likes to have some spare money. So if he hears there might be $1,000 in his pocket, Tyler Gibson is gonna show up. Okay. Now, maybe you could get Josh Schilling to show up since he won't have to try to buy wheels and tires, see, because he built a car that he can't put 200 treadwears on, but he has a set of slicks, and we've fucking seen them. So,
hey, we can't say F word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're not going to bleep that out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, but we've seen him. So I know he's got slicks to run, and we know that he says it's fast, but he's never raced anybody. So Schilling, get your mom to sign the permission slip. You know, and come on out. I know it's a bit of a trek, you know, but maybe you can get a day off work or something and drive through the night. It's okay. They sell Red Bull at the gas station.
That's it. That's
right?
it.
And then you got to go a little farther because there's some other guys out west that are, I got a fast truck. You know, Rob Phillips.
I know he's coming.
All right.
He's gonna love this video.
So I haven't got to beat up on you in a while. So, but I don't know. They might put you in T1 to make sure you don't get your feelings hurt. I think you should.
T1.
Pony up and buy some slicks and go into the big grown-up class and see what happens, man. I mean, you could do something. The cool thing right now, and this is what scares everybody. We have a year. We got a year to get ready, and Arnie told us it was coming, and he already put the rules out. So there's a year for everybody to get it together, right?
It's a year to get it together.
So that means, you know, the Hellboy could have an IRS in it, or ABS brakes, or traction control, or maybe some bigger horsepower in it. I don't know. Or maybe I won't bring the Hellboy as my main competitor. See, I could build something else. I could, and if you guys don't know this cat, but you can look up the verb. I could pull a hoback on you.
A hoback?
Pull a hoback. You have to look into what happened at Pennsylvania last weekend at the UMI event.
You better
means.
Google that. You better Google that.
You could pull a hoback and show up with something just to destroy everybody's dreams.
Yeah, and so the Pro Touring Truck Show is my dream, and he's coming in to do what?
Let's have some fun, man.
We're gonna have some fun. So guys, listen. Remember, the event is for Ford, Dodge, and Chevy against each other. So if you think you have a Pro Touring Dodge or Ford or Chevy, bring it. This is what this is for. So guys, we thank you. Don't forget.
Even if you get beat up all weekend, you'll still have a good time.
We're gonna have a good time. Guys, thanks a lot. Thank you for coming to Shop Talk. We'll talk to you later. All right, sir. Bye-bye.